I have a general idea of the design of this giant robot. However, that's not going to get it made. So as I'm doing my daily tasks, I'm building the robot inside my head and then dismantling it and then rebuilding it over and over to narrow down exactly what parts I need. I need 82 sprockets. Oh, $300! Okay, forget it. No, not from here. Get them from here. Surplus item, $63. Right, okay. I need 4 of those for the main drive sprockets. All right, let me draw those in the computer. Okay, number 50, roller chain. 6,620 pounds of tensile strength. I think that'll be sufficient, and I can even get the heavy duty one that does more, whatever. I think that's enough. Okay, pitch, 0.625 inches. Oh, I love inches. Okay, I guess I'm just measuring everything in inches. Width, 0.375. Roller diameter, 0.4. Okay. Go to sleep for a minute while I put this in here. Designing a machine like this and building it from scratch is an incredibly complicated thing because there are 1,000 parts and each part has 1,000,000 options. However, once I choose the first part, it narrows down the options for every subsequent piece. So once I choose the first part out of the 1,000,000 options, now the second part only has 100,000 options. And once I choose that part, the next piece only has 10,000 options. And then 1,000, and then 100, and then 10. And very quickly we start getting into small numbers. And the window of success gets narrower and narrower. The trick is to get to the end with that window of success still open. Oh, $20 each plus shipping. Jeez, hold on. All right, $30 for 2, well, 28 for 2, shipping included. All right, that's better. Okay, this is still a 2-pack. Seems to have much better reviews. That's good. I'll have to read some reviews in a second. Oh, wait, I wonder if the price goes down if I get more of them. If I buy a 10-pack. Ooh, it does. They're cheaper. Ooh, that is nice. All right, let me look those up so I can put them on my... Well, I always put them on my wish list until I'm ready to buy them if it's anything from Amazon. Ooh, here's some slightly more expensive ones. That looks like it has a tiny bit better reviews. All right, these reviews look pretty good. If I buy a pack of 10, they're less than $10 each. How many am I actually going to need, though? 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, then 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. It's very easy to paint yourself into a corner and get yourself into a situation where you require a part that doesn't exist and you can't buy it and you can't make it. Maybe it requires materials that haven't been invented yet. Either way, you cannot produce this part in any way. And at that point, you failed. And you didn't fail at the point where you couldn't make that part. You actually failed 127 steps earlier when you narrowed things down to the point where you would eventually need that part that cannot be produced. It appears I'm going very heavy duty with this machine, so this is going to have to be steel. This piece of stuff right here. All right, then I've got this big chunk of I-beam down here. Giant bag of magnets. Oh, that's a little more heavy duty than I need for this stuff. Not bad. Okay, 39 inches long. I think that's about the right size I need. If I cut that down the middle, I can bolt those bearings. Yeah. All right, I'm definitely going to want to clean this up and paint it. Okay. Cut it in half. It's incredibly important in the initial stages of choosing the first few parts that go into this thing to consider every part in the entire machine.